All right, we got some big news about something that's happened with TikTok recently, and that is apparently a lot of the music for TikTok that's allowed to be used gets pulled. Now, I always wondered why TikTok was allowed this easily to use so much music. I mean, like it started off as like a small company, and it seemed like from the get-go they were able to use a lot of popular songs to have playing over their TikToks. Generally, TikTok, you can have the song playing and someone dancing to it or lip syncing to it, something like that. And apparently, the Universal uh, Music Company is now has taken down the music due to them not being able to negotiate a good deal that can have them both be able to pay each other, like have TikTok pay them a good amount of money. Their reasoning is because they're saying that TikTok isn't giving them the money they want due to the fact that the money they're getting isn't good for the artist. Now, I want to say a few things. Well, for one, the artists I think get quite a bit of money, quite good amount of money, considering how rich they are. I mean, in reality, these big artists, they're like billionaires. Now, I don't think you got to worry about whether or not they're getting good compensation. They got the money they need. I don't think they need something extreme. But also, a lot of creators on TikTok who make music, who work for the Universal Music Corporation, has also had their music taken down on their own TikToks. And so, this being the case, they're now screwed over when it comes to promotion and promoting their songs. Basically, from what it sounds like, is if you want to get into music, don't get into the Universal company because you're not going to be able to promote your songs the normal way people normally do it, which is on TikTok. Or this is just an example of TikTok possibly now going to go down in hill. What's funny about this situation is on TikTok they have actually been using royalty-free sound effects like from Vanoss and like old Gary's Mod videos. Quite literally. And I'm glad that I get to put this bit in so now I can play random royalty-free music at random points. But there's like it's just like some TikToks now are just like complete silence, so you're just gonna see someone dancing with nothing going on, so it's just a boring TikTok because they can't have the music they want on there. Which is, no surprise because like I said, they're taking it down. Big artists that are losing their songs on TikTok now are from I think Ice Spice is one of them. And this is also like you got Elton John, you got Taylor Swift, the biggest one. Uh, People are saying that Ice Spice is going to be like out of relevance, even though I don't think so, given the fact she was dancing around with Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. So I think she's fine. I think she's safe. But people were saying that she's now her career is dead due to the fact she got mostly popular on TikTok, and now her music can't play on TikTok. But this is not looking good for TikTok since, given its whole appeal, is literally having popular music play on their in like for them, right? It's like it's popular music that like is big, and it was also something for promotion, and now they can't use TikTok anymore. So this might kill TikTok. Anyways, so this whole situation with TikTok is kind of going crazy. You got Universal saying that TikTok is greedy and is not giving them the right money for their artists, but then you got TikTok also saying they're greedy. But in all reality, they're both greedy. I mean, TikTok sells your data, and Universal already pays their artists a shun. So I don't think you're going to. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a problem. In all honesty, it's like the only true people here that are greedy is both companies. There is no good side, there is no bad side. Now, like I said, this is probably going to be bad for TikTok given the fact that they are likely going to lose a lot of people, especially people who are using TikTok to promote their like music career. James Marriott is one of them, where he's even also complained about this situation.
Hey guys, so as you know, all of my music got taken off of TikTok because I distribute my music through Universal. So I've decided now I'm going to make original music for TikTok. Please fucking help me. I've got no way of naturally promoting my songs anymore. Help me.
There's another guy who recently got really big and is also complaining about the situation. Everyone's complaining all at once, and it's made people really, really just confused, distraught, and annoyed. And it's understandable, like I said. I mean, this TikTok was a pretty big platform to promote music artists and things like that. Why do you think so many people like Ice Spice, even though she has barely any talent, she's popular because of what she used to make herself popular? See, that's the thing. The key isn't about having talent, but if you have enough of a catchy tune, you'll go places. And TikTok just helps you do that because it's a lot easier to gain notoriety on TikTok. Why do you think on YouTube when you get subscribers, you get nothing? All right? I barely compared to the views I've gotten on here on my channel. If I let's say this all this stuff was put over to TikTok, TikTok gives people a lot more attention. I probably would have a lot more followers in the thousands. And that's just because TikTok is easier to consume and or it gets recommended a lot easier. The algorithm is just better on TikTok for a lot of people, and that's why they use TikTok to promote their other socials, right? And now you got, of course, YouTube having their shorts thing where they use that to try and also broaden their horizons with the notoriety and algorithm on a different level like TikTok does, but you still don't get the same kind of subscriber count that you would see on like the follower count for TikTok because no one generally no one generally you know like they don't really promote it properly for subscribing as opposed to TikTok where it's an easy done, right? You can subscribe, like, and favorite your TikToks and things like that. But regardless of that, TikTok is still the big like app to promote music. It is mainly a music app. It started as a music app. It was like the descendant of Musically, which if any of you remember that, as before that we had Vine. Now, of course, the difference of Vine is that was more comedy skits, not really music based. Musically was 100% musically based or music based, and TikTok is music based and stems mostly from music, but you can branch off into other categories. TikTok is kind of like the merge of Vine and Musically. They're both basically kind of like it's like their child. If Musically and Vine had a child, it'd be TikTok. But regardless of that, you still see most of TikTok's popularity now from music. So many popular TikToks that are like iconic, right, are now going to be like muted and not be the same like they used to because they don't have the music rights to the any of the songs they used to have. So this situation does suck for a lot of TikTokers, and this is something that probably is not going to be good for TikTok. Maybe it would be worked out at some point, but I doubt it. So regardless of that, I think TikTok is kind of done with trying to gear to a music audience, and it's now just going to be more for memes or politics. But it's already about politics on TikTok anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, that's basically the situation.